What if the Federal Reserve and other big banks were planning to buy back a lot of XRP behind closed doors? Imagine waking up one day to find that banks have set a price for XRP that is much higher than what it trades for now. There are rumors going around that powerful people are talking about XRP's future place in the global financial system behind closed doors. Could XRP be called a strategic asset, which would make it necessary for all banks around the world to operate? And if that takes place, could they try to limit the amount available by buying it back? A lot of people in the crypto community think that XRP is worth a lot more than what it's worth on the market right now. A big buyback could show how important it will be in the future of finance. But why isn't this information being shared? What is the Federal Reserve's plan, and how would it affect regular people who own XRP? We need to find out what's really going on with this possible sale and whether banks are getting ready to take control of one of the world's most valuable digital assets. There has been more and more talk about an XRP buyback for years, thanks to ideas from financial analysts, Ripple insiders, and crypto fans. An easy idea is what a buyback is all about. Big organizations, like states and central banks, would want to control the supply of XRP if it is going to become an important asset in the global financial system. Bitcoin is created and not controlled by a single group. It is faster and more efficient to send money across borders with XRP because it uses a unique consensus log. People think that XRP could be used as a bridge currency until the new financial system is fully up and running because it works so well. Why, then, would banks and the Fed want to buy back XRP? Some experts say that institutions would need to buy a lot of XRP before it became widely used if it were to become an important part of the financial system. It's also possible to gain more power through a buyback, getting banks, not regular people, to own most of the XRP stock. It has been used in the past for buybacks in the financial markets when a company or group thinks an asset is undervalued or strategically important. If this idea is right, the price of XRP right now might not even be close to what banks think it's worth. But what part does XRP really play in the future of banks, and why is it thought to be so valuable? Let's look into what role it could play in the world's banking system. It's not just a guess what role XRP will play in the future of finance, it's already being positioned as a key tool for global transactions. Traditional banking systems use old technology and have slow settling times. XRP, on the other hand, lets you send money instantly across borders for a small fee. Because of this, it's a great way for banks, money transfer companies, and even central banks to bring their financial networks up to date. Ripple has already worked with hundreds of financial institutions around the world, such as big banks and payment providers, to add XRP to their systems. XRP could be used as a bridge currency between different national digital currencies because it can provide real-time liquidity. This would make global transfers easy and quick. The Federal Reserve and the big banks play a role in this. If digital payments are going to become the norm around the world, banks will need a system that can handle fast transfers without using old SWIFT networks. This is a perfect use for XRP, which is why rumors about institutional buying and a possible return have grown. Some people think that if banks really wanted to control the whole supply of XRP, they could set a fixed price and buy a lot of it from people who already have it. What would this mean for regular buyers, though, if it did happen? People who own retail would have to sell, or would they gain from the price going through the roof? Let's look more closely at how a buyback might affect people who own XRP. If there was a return, it could be a big turning point for people who own XRP. On the one hand, a planned buyback by banks could cause prices to skyrocket, giving early investors a chance to sell their shares for a lot more money. Some ideas even say that the price of the buyback could be set so high that it is much higher than the current market value. XRPs are worth anywhere from a few hundred to several $1,000s. Banks and governments might be ready to pay more to control the supply of XRP if they see it as an important financial tool. But there's also a chance that a buyback could make small owners less powerful. If institutions really want to have full control over XRP, they might make it harder for regular people to keep or trade it. This brings up an important question: would people who own XRP have to sell their tokens, or would they be able to keep them in case they go up in value even more in the future? Also, if there is a buyback at a set price, would individual buyers have any say in the matter, or would financial institutions decide what the terms are? These are the unknowns that make the buyback idea both interesting and scary. There is one thing that is certain: if banks and central banks really do see XRP as the foundation of the next financial system, they are going to do everything they can to stop it from moving. But before any of that can happen, law is the most important thing that will decide what will happen with XRP. Let's look at how clear laws could either speed up or stop a possible XRP buyback. Regulation has always been the biggest problem with XRP becoming widely used, and it will continue to be a major issue in any buyback situation. The current court case between Ripple and the U.S. The Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has made it unclear what kind of asset XRP is. As long as XRP is legally recognized as a digital asset that is not a security, it could be used by a lot of institutions. If regulators put strict controls on XRP, on the other hand, it could make it harder for individual investors to buy it, giving banks and other financial companies more power. The Federal Reserve and other central banks will wait to make big moves with XRP until it is clear that the government has given its approval. A lot of people think that once the SEC case is over and new crypto rules are put in place, there will be a lot of big investment in XRP. Some people even think that clear rules from regulators might be the last thing that needs to happen before a buyback is revealed. If governments and banks think XRP is an important part of the banking system, they might try to get as much of it as they can before its value goes through the roof. The big question is whether the rules will help people who own XRP or keep small buyers out of the market. Retail buyers might not have a choice in a buyback deal if banks and central banks get control of XRP through rules. If, on the other hand, XRP stays openly traded, its value might rise as more people use it. In either case, choices made by regulators in the next few months will decide whether XRP stays a decentralized asset or becomes fully integrated.